Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Let me turn down this music. Get it down here. I don't even got my screen ready yet. Feeling noobish today. What's good with everyone today? Yeah, my voice a little bit terrible right now. Let's get it on. Hide that. How's everyone doing on a Friday today, man? Haven't been live in a little bit. Let's let people come in. Let's check out some of the comments. Rebel here with the goat emojis. Izzy with the fire. Super with both RWA and AI. Yeah. I actually was supposed to bring up a tweet. I think Alex Becker went to go talk about both AI and RWA today. I don't even know. Game over. What's good, everyone, man? It's been a good Friday. My voice is a little bit terrible, but let's get right into it, guys. You guys should go check out my how-to guide on the private sell investing, the pros and cons. As you guys already know, we get into some good private sells, we make some good calls, but you guys got to know it's not all rainbows and sunshine. After you check out that video, understand a little bit more about everything that's going on, you guys go check out my Patreon group. Right, the Patreon group here, we got a lot of people in there, a lot of good different deals, a good community, right? Also, check out my ebook to Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics. As you guys know, this is going to be very important for you guys to pick out the next gem in your cryptocurrency portfolio. Once you're able to understand crypto from the ins and outs, from market cap, FDV, circulating supply, all of that goes into picking out your next gem. You guys could pick out a good gem after watching this video. I had someone actually DM me talking about they did buy virtuals after reading this ebook here. So they was able to make some good gains here. This is going to be very important. Check that out, right? So today, Bitcoin is at $108,000. I think we got a little scared after Trump said he was going to do some EU tariffs again. That's why he's up here, man. He's the coal of the year. He is the coal of the year. And I got to refresh this real quick. He is the coal of the year. He controls the markets as of right now. As of everything he's doing, he controls the market. But right now, we're at 108 after just setting a new all-time high yesterday. Things is looking pretty good for me. Actually, I wanted to come down a little bit because I was waiting to actually DCA into some new alts and things like that. But as you guys can see, the ETFs seeing some record inflows, which is big, of course. This is leading up to more of a major run. You're going to see some people having some crazy price predictions for the rest of this cycle, honestly. I don't know how high we're going to go, but I'm hoping we go really high to where a lot of us could at least make some decent money and cash out, of course. Now, there's a Bitcoin whale that's actually making news right now because he's been adding to this long position he had for a little bit now, a 40x long on Bitcoin, which is now at $1.2 billion, guys. 1.2. I forgot where he gets liquidated at. I don't think it shows it up here, but I think he gets liquidated around 98K or 99K. And he went long on Bitcoin. I think he just opened up an ETH long too, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess people are realizing that things is about to get real right now. Things is about to get real right now. For the top gainers and top losers here, top gainers, well, I don't really see none. Quiet Network is up here. Saga. Did you guys know Zero rugged? I don't know if you guys remember Zero, but it's a little bit old. Centrifuge, we're gonna be talking about this. They made some new news recently. Eternity Chain, I haven't heard of these guys in a long time. They're now up here, up 10.4% on the day. Of course, you got Centrifuge again. We're going to talk about that. Collateralized, we're going to talk about that. Human Protocol, haven't looked into this one yet. Now, for some of the top losers, Parcel here. This was fan favorite for a while. Tars, a little fan favorite as well. Uki, Brad, IXS. What else we got up here? Nothing too crazy. Soon, did it just come out? Let me just check. I didn't even peep. It came out. I think this is the EVM for Solana. It just actually came out not too long ago at $104 million market cap. Of course, it's going to come down a little bit here. I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit more. I did have it on my list for a while ago. Let me see. Oh, close this one out. Now I do see Shizzy bull run ready. Yes, we all bull run ready right now. I can't wait for these altcoins to start pumping. Now, like I said, we was going to talk about Centrifuge. They recently partnered with Plume Network, so you guys already know I'm pretty bullish on Plume Network. Now, I've already told you guys I was bullish on Centrifuge for a long time. They actually got me onto RWA. I think my first RWA videos, I was talking about Centrifuge, but now they partnered with Plume, right? They're pretty much to power tokenized financial products around the whole Plume ecosystem. You're going to have Centrifuge V3 that's going to be deployed on Plume. This is pretty big for Centrifuge, right? Plume Arc powered by Centrifuge RWA Launchpad, intersection of tech, standards, and ecosystem community, right? So I'm liking what Centrifuge is still doing. They're looking pretty cheap. Just at $132 million market cap. Of course, you guys are looking at the old token right now, right? They did migrate to the new one that is on ETH. This is why it looks like this as of right now, but it's pretty much the same thing. It's just easier to access. I think this one, yeah, you had them on all the other exchanges too, the sexes, so you could get this pretty easily, right? Same over here. This just on Uniswap, so they just brought the wrap version and the old contract together. I don't know why I had this one up. Right, and Plume's still here. It's still holding, as you can see. We looking at the max chart right now. This thing really hasn't done much. Let me go to price. It hasn't really done much right now. You could have got it around that 10 cent. It did run up in March to about 23 cents, and now it's back down to 16 cents. So it's been holding a decent floor. We'll see how things will look when things start to invest for Plume. Honestly, I'm still pretty bullish on it as of right now. And so for some other ones, Virtuals is still trugging along. Let me go ahead and refresh this real quick. Virtuals is still trugging along as of right now, and you guys already know they seen a resurgence with the whole Genesis launchpad. We just had a video on that. There's some good launches on there. I actually just got through back in jail. They did me dirty. I was selling some scraps on here, just some scraps. Next thing you know, I go check to see where my points is. Oh, you can see right there. The wallet is connected here, so yeah, I'm not getting no points as of right now, so I won't be participating in any Genesis launchpads for another 8 days. They did me dirty, filthy. One that I was actually looking to get into was Robot Stack right here. They already oversubscribed 106% here, right? These guys are looking like it is going to be decent. Zoe here. This was an older. They already had launched one before, back when virtuals really started. It was supposed to be like a live streaming agent. Hopefully they change some things up and possibly see if it actually even makes it out again, becomes sentient, because that's what was holding this back the last time. It wasn't able to red pill at the time, so this right now, we'll see. Right, so it's only 12% subscribed right now, so it's not even looking too hot right now. So we'll see what happens from them. You got Bookie starting to get a little bit of talks. Recently we got more talks. Was there Virgin? This was the meme coin around the whole like ecosystem, because you guys know about the Virgin points and things like that. So this one actually went nuts. Some people got some airdrop off of it, and right now it went nuts. I didn't get into it. Once again, I'm in virtual jail, which is crazy. Free EA. You guys gotta spam in the chats free EA, because I'm trying to get back into the game, man. I'm missing out on some good launches. I think I missed out on Nancy as well. Super Connect also dropped. There was some other ones up here. Arbis. Yeah, there's a lot of good launches. I'm also trying to get Francis, if you guys know the crypto lifestyle. I had DM'd him. I'm trying to get him on the channel to actually talk about some more virtual agents, because he's been making a killing over there on that side, making a crazy killing on the virtual agents. Of course, he's like a whale now with all the points, while I'm over here in jail. Oh, they did me dirty, man. I'm sick. All right, so virtuals is still looking good. Another thing that happened recently is Peaq and Over. They pretty much partnered with each other. So actually, Over is joining the Peaq ecosystem about helping the machine economy with AR experiences and things like that. So things is looking good for the whole Peaq ecosystem. I know a lot of people still aren't too bullish on Peaq, but I'm very bullish as an infrastructure for DePIN. A lot of new plays is going to be coming out that is actually going to be building onto Peaq, and they actually got a DEX that's coming out very soon. One of my guys in a Patreon group put me on. I forgot the name of the DEX, but it's not going to be coming out for a little bit here. Maybe this is going to be a good way to actually trade some of your Peaq ecosystem altcoins on it, because you guys don't know, they have their own chain. You guys, Panamo is going to be coming out. Ex Machina is going to be coming out. What else is going to be coming out for that Peaq ecosystem? I think Silencio is out. Is Silencio out? I think Silencio is out. What else is out there? Natex is going to be there. That's already out. That was on Solana. And I do know they're going to have some liquidity on Peak, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember else what else is coming on to Peak. There's still a lot more that's coming on for Peak, but at $109 million market cap, this to me is fairly cheap. I could see this around like a smooth 10x at a $10 billion market cap, really quick. All right, but again, DPIN is still not as talked about as of right now, and over, I don't know if over, this is like a bet, this is just like a risky bet. I don't hold any. I just like the partnership that they, well, not the partnership, the fact that they just came into the Peak ecosystem at a $6 million market cap. A little dart throw, you know, a little dart throw, nothing too crazy for VR and metaverse experiences. Shizzy's in here actually. He's been all over the whole metaverse thing. I think with the whole not machine economy, agentic economy that's going to be coming out with, you know, everything that's going on with these AI agents and things like that, we could see them help the resurgence of metaverse. If that's the way you're going to be interacting with these agents, is going to be in the metaverse. There was like a few games that was supposed to help you interact with these metaverse. I forgot one of them that came out not too long ago. Nifty Island. There you go. Nifty Island. What's Nifty Island doing right now? Did they changed it? Nifty Protocol? What's going on here? Oh, no. I think they're just Island. There we go. Yeah. This right here, this was supposed to be like a metaverse type gaming play for the community. You're just going to get different NFTs in there as like avatars, and they were supposed to also have some of your favorite AI agents living in these games. I know they were supposed to do something with AI XBT. What's the other one from Virtual Protocol? I forgot the waifu one. But yeah, I'm not looking into these right now. Right now, like I said, I'm not too much into gaming. Just the infrastructure only. What's the win rate on your paid group? It all depends on when you get in and get out. As of right now, I haven't counted how much. You could go check on the Patreon. I have posted some of the wins that we had at the time there. Of course, it fluctuates because it's all about the market. And what happens during the market, if Bitcoin starts to go down, a lot of these plays aren't going to do good anyways, right? If Bitcoin's up, some of these plays are going to go up. During virtuals, we was doing decent during that virtuals run. We hit decent on some of these virtuals that already came out, but not too big allocation, not low like here life-changing money allocation, because you gotta start somewhere. You know, RWA is about to beat out AI agents easily. Yo, this is this is a tough topic. Jay, yo, you can come on stream whenever you want. We could talk a little bit more about this, because I don't know, this is a tough topic. AI agents versus RWAs is getting a little spicy. I don't know which one's going to win out for the rest of the cycle, man. The Peak drones are coming. I didn't even know they was doing drones. I knew they was doing something with the Tesla thing. In the EU, they had like a partnership with Tesla, some company that owns like a fleet of Tesla and things like that. They're doing something with Natex. Of course, Deuce, that's the ticker of Ex Machina for the whole machine economy. Oh yeah, I'm bullish on Peak. Creek, I do remember Creek. Creek has been a minute since Creek. Oh my God, Creek's been a minute. It's been a minute for that one. Buy El Perro Animal. Copy that. I'll buy that. I'll buy it when you buy it. You let me know how it goes for you. Join us, Jay. Yeah, Jay. If you still here, DM me on Discord. I could see Discord from here. Yeah, I could see Discord from here. DM me on Discord, and we could get into it. Okay, you joining in right now? I'll DM you. I'll send you the link on Discord right now. You could go ahead and join, because I'm not even getting into the full. I got some RWAs. I do want to see what other people like it in RWAs. You know, I don't want to be a full echo chamber and things like that. I'm gonna send it to the one with you and Zoe in it. More bullish on Peak or IoT? I made a video on this for a while back. IoTex versus Peak. IoTex, I don't think a lot more people are going to be bullish on. Well, it's hard to say. Me, I'm bullish on Peak because it's newer, and I've always been bullish on Peak because it was in the Polkadot ecosystem. I know IoTex for a minute ago, like last cycle, right? We was looking into IOTech. This was they had the name in it, you know, Internet of Things. That changes to DPIN now. So I think Peaq is gonna win out though. But check out my video on that. Check out my video on that. Yeah, Jay's coming on. Thoughts on DAI? Is that a token, or is that the little DeFi narrative you're trying to talk about? Too many to pick from. What is the best one if I have to pick two or three AI and RWA narrative? That's tough to say. I could tell you my favorites, because I'm not going to tell you which ones to buy. You know, it's not financial advice on my end. Me, for AI, I'm always going to look at Virtuals. Virtuals is looking like it's leading the way for AI agents. I do have some low cap AI plays, some very low cap AI plays. One I'm gonna hold, see if it starts to pump. We'll see how that goes for the agentic economy. One we already talked about on the channel is Eden Layer. That's just a dart throw. Another, just dropped a video on it, Open Serve. So that's AI. For RWA, I'm gonna keep it simple. We're gonna talk about two of them already on here. We're gonna be talking about Red Belly, Colat, Collateralize, which the ticker is Colat, and Plume is my other one for RWA. Bricken, yes. I actually did start to look into Bricken a little bit. Yo, Crypto Seth. Yo, it's been a minute. What's good, man? If you want to get on stream too, get on stream. I'll send you a link. We can have a whole RWA AI discussion with you. Everything currency here. Jay, what's good? How's the mic looking? Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. Let me add you onto the scene. What's good with you, man? What's new?
What up, man? Nothing much. Just chilling. Just got home right now. Was doing a little workout and everything. Just tapped in and seen you was on.
Trying to see you getting right for summertime, huh?
Yeah, man. I'm already a couple months late, but I'm getting there. I'm getting back in it.
Gains, you getting them crypto gains, and you getting the gym gains.
Getting them gains, man. The gyms all the way, man. Gyms in the market. Gyms in the gym.
I hope you got that list ready, because we're gonna get into these things here. I still got hope for Red Belly in the upcoming months. So we're gonna talk about Red Belly because they've been hinted at in 2 weeks or a few weeks from now. I don't even know how long they're going to be doing everything, but they're supposed to finally reveal everything that they have on chain, from that whole $1 billion TVL, because that was where a lot of people were skeptical about, right? But we're going to get into that before like, you know, we talk about everything here. Both networks will be utilized. Told you about Syrup. You did tell me about Syrup, and I did keep it on the list. I'm still waiting on Coinbase is supposed to be fast transferring money, but once you try to deposit some money, it takes forever. I've been waiting on my money from Coinbase. They doing me dirty, man. So I haven't been able to do
Coinbase
nothing yet.
Coinbase doing some dirty things lately, man. I wanted to buy something the other day. They was talking about you'll be able to transfer your money out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. They doing people dirty right now.
That was crazy.
Where am I? Where was I now? Okay. Oh, yeah. AVAX. If you guys don't know, AVAX is doing some big things. FIFA is going to be launching their own layer 1 on AVAX as a subnet, of course. As a subnet. So that could be pretty interesting. I don't think they're going to have a token, but I know that that's going to be pretty interesting, right? Right. So you already seeing the top gains here off the grid: Maple Story, sports entities, SI, and FIFA, you know, institutions. You got BlackRock, but also you now got Black Hole. I recently just dropped a video on this one. What Alex Becker and Elio Trades is doing. You heard about it, Jay?
Yeah, that's about to go stupid. I saw your video on it. I saw Elio's video on it, and I was like, oh yeah, they finna go crazy. But then when I actually looked at your video on it, caused me to dive in deeper. They about to go crazy with that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good right now. There's nothing much on AVAX holding them back for becoming the top DEX. Joe is starting to fall off. Low key Trader Joe is starting to fall off. Not too much trading is going on there as of right now. Well, it's still got good volume, but not too many people are really using Joe over Uniswap. And if Black Hole could become like the Arrow drone for AVAX, we may see something go crazy. We could see a Black Hole around that 90 million to maybe let's say I'd say about $400 million market cap. This would probably be their most successful coin. I do know Alex Becker had. I don't even know if he dropped his meme coin or he was just playing around. You know if he dropped it?
I don't think he dropped anything, to be honest, but don't quote me on that. I don't know.
Yeah, I
But
know he was doing like a.
it'll drop at least 90 mil.
Yeah, he was doing the whole scavenger hunt for that whole meme coin. I don't know. Superverse is still looking good. If you stake your Superverse, you might get a decent airdrop into Black Hole. So you guys could get in their community and start looking into that, because I do think this could be a decent DEX. If you guys are bullish on that AVAX ecosystem or AVAX in general, this could be it. This could be it, a way to play it.
Yeah, Avax doing some nice things right now for sure.
Let me check these comments before we get into the RWA. You got your RWA pick already?
I got a couple RWA picks.
All right, let's just check these comments out before we get into it. We're gonna check out D. Let's check this one out first. What is this? DAI. Oh, this one, I do know about this one. I know about it, but I haven't really gotten into it. It wasn't nothing that sparked a huge interest for me. 01 Labs. Yeah, since they're pumped, they haven't really done nothing. They did come up a little bit though. I really don't know what they're doing too much, but I'll probably add it to the list to check it out. I do see a few people talk about them. Facts, not just Coinbase, it's all of them. Yeah, it's starting to get crazy, man. Black Hole gonna have a preset. No. They said it's 100% for the community, so I'm sure they're gonna make it ways for you to just earn the token. That could be from staking super. I do know Elio said mentioning black the ticker black on Twitter can help you get some allocations. So they're gonna do something that it's probably not gonna be a pre-sale, more so like an airdrop for different things. And
it's gonna be a buyback of super, isn't it? It's gonna be something with the super token. So to get the path of super, I think they're gonna be transitioning out super into don't. I think so. That's what he said, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't listen to that part. If he said he's going to be transitioning super into Black Hole, I do know there's going to be a buyback for it. So,
okay, there's a buyback. That's what he said. Yeah.
When did I get into Colab? Recently got into Colab. I still didn't even add the full bag I wanted to into Colab because Coinbase is still holding me back. I do want to go very heavy on Colab. What happened to their Tokyo play? Neo Tokyo, yeah, that's the launchpad. Launchpads ain't doing too good. Gaming ain't doing too good. They might have just took a L on that one. I don't even know. BenQ, not too interested in BenQ. Bump Becker.
You don't like BenQ?
Me, I haven't really looked too much into BenQ. I think they've been around since last cycle.
So, yeah, they've been around for a while.
Yeah, I didn't keep up, so after a little bit, if they didn't do nothing spectacular for me to keep back up, does Ex Machina have a coin yet? Not yet. It's going to be coming out very soon. I actually just dropped it in my Discord as for people to watch, because once it drops, I'm probably going to add that to the D-pin bag. This is going to be huge for the whole machine economy. Of course, they're in that Peaq ecosystem, so you guys already know I'm bullish on it. The Syrup TVL is flying. Oh, yeah. Crypto is life. Red Belly team doesn't care about good exchanges. Exchanges don't really do nothing. It's just a trade opportunity for you. If they get on, the only two exchanges that matter in this space is Coinbase and Binance, and those two are the biggest. Like, buy the news. What is it? Buy the rumor, sell the news.
Yeah, that's like a leftover. Like the whole exchange things is like a leftover thought from last cycle. Previous cycle. Everyone's like, but they don't have the same effect anymore. They used to have that effect because there was coins on Coinbase, but now with there being 200 coins on there, it's not making that big deal anymore.
What's your thoughts on Quai Network? I do like Quai. We got into the private sale of Quai. I do have to actually keep up with Quai. They do quarterly vesting, so I did see them pumping not too long. They're pumping today, right? Where's the top gainers at right now? Bada bing, bada boom. They're pumping, or unless they came off. Yeah, there they go, right there. They're pumping. Now I know this is also another regulated chain, but I got to do more research on it again. Even though there's so many plays I get into the private sale of. If they don't spark an interest for me at the time, I just leave my private self bag there and then just forget about it. Thoughts on Sonic? Then they just get a new market maker. I think they got a new market maker. DeSci AI. I'm not. DeSci was like a hype narrative that was pushed by a few TikTokers. They had their time. I don't know how it's gonna run, but it's not one of those narratives I'm thinking is gonna really be a big one. I do know the only DeSci play I'll play is the one from Brian Armstrong. I forget the name of it. Research Coin.
Mm,
Yes, I've heard of Myria AI. Yes, I did.
have you heard about SideDAO?
Is that DeFi? DeSci?
DeSci, yeah.
No, no, no. I didn't hear about that one. I really did. There's only like a few. Of course, they had someone that dropped on Pump Fund that I think me and you was talking about in the Discord. After
Yeah.
missing that, I didn't look back into it.
Yeah,
All right, tell me.
they got something called SideDAO. Check that out.
Side out. All
Um,
right, we'll do that. What's your first RWA coin, man? Before we get into mine.
my first RWA is gonna be, man. As far as gyms go, I'm gonna say Block Square BST.
BST, I do know about that one. Tell me why you interested. What's going on?
Well, because I like the real estate for RWAs the most. You know, of course, when real estate coming out here, and Block Square is actually taking the time to develop something that I think most real estate RWAs are going to need, which is a liquidity protocol for real estate RWAs. So I think they have that little extra piece of trying to provide liquidity for all the rest of these tokens with their token, because everyone has a tokenization platform. Like, that's just Ethereum, right? So it's like they need something else. So I think liquidity is going to be the biggest issue that RWAs run into. And of course, solving that problem is going to be valuable.
You know, it's
So
crazy. I was gonna talk about the how much. Oh damn! I just got a phone call, man. You know, it's crazy when it's the holiday weekend. People want to hit you up to party. I'm trying to chill.
yeah, for real.
What was I right now? Oh yeah, I was gonna be talking about the illiquid market that I'm gonna talk about that when I get to collab. Well, give me a little price prediction you got for BST right now. Give me a little price prediction.
Man, honestly, right now it's sitting at 6 mil. I can see it going to 100.
100 mil? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's nothing too
it's
crazy.
not too bad. They're working with some other people too, like some pretty big players, and working on something with Deloitte, which is also, I feel like this thing can move easily as soon as they start getting things off the platform.
Yeah, I agree with that one. This one, I had them on my list a while. When I started getting into RWAs, I was looking into them. I was looking into GoFink, The Factor,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Old Maple, Crypto G just put me back onto Maple Finance again, now called Syrup. There's a few
Oh,
other ones that
it's called Syrup now. I was about to say Maple, Goldfink, and this one were kind of moving around the same time when RWAs were going up.
yeah, they was like the start to RWAs. And I see that Maple is going, like, it's taking off more now. Um, where was I? Okay, so I'm gonna keep it in line and go with RWAs. We're gonna talk about Red Belly here. Now, Red Belly already 2x from the bottom. If you like, close to 2x from the bottom, as of right now. A lot of people were just not too interested in it because they do say they got $1 billion on chain in terms of TVL, but not too many people were really seeing what was on chain. And like I said, these guys are really going to be shown. They're doing their whole insights and more. I think this is attracting more people. As long as they continue to do their insights, drop videos of other projects that's going to be on their chain, this is going to be huge for them, right? This is like a video that they have with the Bluebird founder, right? So we're currently tokenizing an allotment of carbon credit to a tune of $20 billion. Now, it's crazy to hear all these numbers because we have to see what's going on where it is like on chain. I think that's what the thing that's confusing a lot of people is the on chain metrics, because you could just talk about it, but no one is seeing where it's at on chain. And like I said, even this guy pointed out Trail to Crypto here. Where is it at? Puts out in his tweet here. Let me just find it. Why you pretty much couldn't find the money on chain, but he does show that it's going to appear on RWA.io website pretty soon here. They're going to have the full breakdown here. This is the same website I showed you guys the last The last stream I had, pretty much where you guys can actually go see what's on chain when it comes down to these RWA assets. All right, let me see. Let this load up here. Where is it? Right here. No, it's right here. As you can see here, 1 billion right under. It actually moved up. It was fourth. Now, hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, it was actually fourth. Now it's third on terms of TVL locked on chain, only behind XDC and Ethereum. So I'm really still, like I said, I've been adding to this bag, and I'm gonna continue adding on to this bag. And especially from what I've seen, a lot more people are just speculating on Kita. If you guys don't know, this was a whole nother layer one, RWA layer one tokenization layer that started to pump out of nowhere. A guy in my Discord group named Trader Doc put me onto this, like at $4 million market cap. I don't know if you heard about it, Jay.
I'm hearing about this
Listen,
right now. You did?
listen.
I ain't heard about that one.
Let me show you the chart right quick. Let me just show you the chart. Just look at this chart. From right here, he told me about it somewhere around here.
160?
Yeah, bro. It honestly exploded, bro.
Yeah, that went crazy.
So if this could do that, I believe that our Red Belly could do the same. A lot of speculation for Kita.
Blocksquare could do this. Like Blocksquare, seeing this Blocksquare going to 100 is even more stamped in my brain.
That's what got me on more bullish on freaking Red Belly. But I gotta see what they're gonna do within a few weeks.
As well, but Red Belly doing the it's a lot of protocols right now who are doing the carbon credits on chain. So it's like a lot, like millions, billions of carbon credits all coming on. Like that whole market finna be put on chain because there's nothing else to do with it.
Yeah. So. Let me see some of these comments here. Some more. Am I into memes? I'm really not into memes. I'll be honest with you. If I don't catch the memes early enough, I pretty much skip it. Me and Jay, we hit on we hit on Genon. That was like the first meme I really hit on because we got on very early, and that was it. After that, I haven't played no more memes.
Yeah, I hit on Genon, Bloom, and Fred. I think that's probably.
Yeah, memes aren't for me.
I'm going for memes. I'm going for memes and new ecosystems because they're gonna that one's kind of like a shoe-in, you know what I mean? Because like people are always gonna go and trade the memes. They're always gonna want to look for the memes.
Yeah, so, they flood into the memes. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
CZ and Vitalik are trying to push DeSci. Yeah, they was doing it a little. What was it like? During that little hype that DeSci had, there was a bunch of interviews coming out with them too. Who else? Even Brian Armstrong was talking about DeSci for a little bit, and I forgot another one that was. He was supposed to go meet Trump or something. I don't even know. Terry, yes. Mamo, yeah. This one, it's actually starting to move. Hold on, I seen it on my back end here. It actually moved. It was down at $15 million market cap, but got to about an $18 million market cap. This is I wanna try this. You know about have you even did any of the virtual agents yet?
Nah, not since it first came out. Okay. I haven't been bullish on agents, man.
Let me find Mamo real quick.
We're gonna have to get to that part soon too, so I can tell you why. But
yeah, I'm trying to get
virtuals.
This one is like an investor for you. It's pretty much like a automated investor. It's coming from like the Moonwell team. Pretty much go on to there. It's like you're supposed to deposit money, create an account, deposit money, and watch. It's like, you remember when those automated stock apps came out? Not Robinhood, Acorn.
They would pay for you? Like they would try to pay for you?
Yeah, they invest for you. This is pretty much what it was.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a finance agent. But it does look interesting though. It got up to about 18. It's right now 18. I didn't get the Genesis launch. Once again, I'm in virtual jail, so I won't be participating in these launches.
What the hell? Wait, hold on. I heard you say that before I hopped on. What's virtual jail?
Yeah, it's when you sell these tokens. I didn't look at the freaking cooldown time right. So they threw me in jail the first time. I was trying to take some profits on what was it, Nyko? Mm-hmm. They don't want you to sell these tokens. Just you're supposed to like hold it for a period of time or whatever. They have like a whole Genesis cooldown before you can actually sell some of these tokens. Now I got into jail. They threw me into jail already, eight days. Then I started looking to my wallet. I'm like, let me clear up some of these like virtual agents. Just put them all into virtuals so I can get more points after I get out of jail. Next thing you know, I go check my account again. It refreshed it and said I'm back at 8 days. These guys don't want to let me out, yo. They don't want to
Yeah.
let me out, man. Yeah, I'm in jail right now. AI agents can do RWA and R. Yeah, this is a good point here. AI agents can do RWA and RWA can't do AI agents. That's a very good point.
What happens when RWAs are AI?
That's what he's saying. But you're saying that RWAs could become AI agents, but that means
Yes.
they'll have to have imported AI agents.
Well, it won't be an
Still,
RWA, but they're gonna call it an RWA.
yeah,
That'd be the crazy part.
good point, Shizzy. Super. I like Dot. Yeah, Dot. You guys know I'm really like I really do like Dot. Do you mean Red Belly Network RBNT? Yes, that's what I was been talking about just now. I did make a video on Top Hat a while back. They even featured me on their Twitter page. But Top Hat, no other agent launchpad as of right now is creating the buzz that Virtuals has. So I'm not running away from Virtuals, even though I'm in jail. Top Hat isn't making no noise. Create a Bid isn't making noise in terms of agents. Vaifu isn't making noise.
What's the volume looking like on virtuals? Is it still high?
Yeah, bro. Everybody right now is trading agents, and they're staking it for more points. Right now, you look.
What's the points? I haven't heard about virtuals points.
Essentially, it's like a launch pad, right? So you know
Yeah.
how before it was like
Yeah.
pump.fun.
Yeah.
Now it's more so leaning towards the launchpad side. So you stake your agents, you stake virtuals, you stake game, you stake convo, all of these. You start to accumulate these points. They even got some yapper things right now. Let me see. Yeah. They even got yappers and things like that where you can talk about virtuals on Twitter, connect your Twitter account to here, earn more points. The more points you get, the higher you're guaranteed your allocation, and you can only put 566 virtuals into an AI agent. Obviously, you're not going to get all of that because it's a raffle essentially. But the more points you get, the more you're able to secure the better allocation. And 566 virtuals right now would be $1,160. So that's not too bad. Some people get like $20, turn that $20 into $1,000. Some people get like $50, things like that. It depends on the agents. Like this one right here made some people decent money. This meme coin, the Virgin meme coin. Where's it at? The Virgin meme coin here. As you can see, it got to $11 million market cap. People were able to make some decent money off of this. So that's that. Where am I now? What's your next play? Let's get to your next play before we move on to mine. You there? Yep. I think you're on mute or something. Okay. Let's get into my play until he's able to connect back here. So we're going to go talk about OpenServe. Where is it? OpenServe. Like right now, OpenServe did take a little dump. Of course, the market shook it. It's down 17.3%. I just dropped a video on this. This is more so the MCP agents. MCP, more multi-agent, multi-collaborative protocol, collaboration protocol. This is a whole nother, Virtuals has ACP, which is their agent collaboration protocol. These guys are doing MCP. Right now, sitting at a 5.5 price, 5.5 cents, $38 million market cap. When you scroll down, it did get to its high of 13 cents, only down 59% on that right now. But like I said, a lot more people are really starting to take notice of them because now, remember what I was talking about, not too many agent launchpads have taken off. It seems like OpenServe agent launchpad, which is going to be their dash.fun, this is starting to generate a little bit more hype where you're able to launch multi-agents. You're able to launch swarm agents to do a bunch of different things for you guys. For virtuals, you're only launching one agent. For OpenServe, you're launching multi-agents. Why am I getting too many phone calls, man? Come on. You're able to launch multi-agents as of right now, and the team is docs. A lot more people. They're actually on their whole website as of right now, showing it off. They have this whole live stream here where you're able to look at the dash.fun. Is it this one? Yeah, you're able to get it a little bit, understand what's going on there. They even got shown onto cryptobanter's channel. A team member from their channel actually spoke about this a little bit, giving his price prediction, breaking it down. We was already hip to this. So open serve, if this even gets to that a dollar price, the 17x from this price, of course, you guys could have got it. Excuse me, fairly cheap. Honestly, you guys could have got this fairly cheap back in April at a $12 million market cap, under $10 million market cap, and then it did a 3x from there, of course, and it's still down a little bit from its high of about $80 million market cap. So that's my AI altcoin there. Jay, you back yet?
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Give me an AI play right now. Let's see what AI play you got for us.
AI, man. Like I said, I haven't really been bullish on AI ever since. What was the Chinese AI platform that came out?
Chinese AI platform.
Ever since DeepSeek came out, um,
Oh,
yeah, I read this article that was talking about AI agents in crypto, basically saying that AI agents in crypto were about a year behind other, AI agents outside of crypto. And I started doing it a little, and that kind of made me a little bit like look at RWA just a little bit more.
all
So
right.
I
So
haven't been,
what you're telling me right now, you're not as bullish as everyone is on AI. You're more bullish on RWA.
yeah, not as much. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, you can't go wrong with either one. You can't go wrong with either one. I do believe those are going to be the top two narratives this cycle, so you can't go wrong with either one. So you got other AI plays for us?
Check out StrikeX. We talked about it before on a
Strike
stream
X.
before.
We
Yeah.
did. Damn,
Mhm.
yo. Strike X. What's that one? This one. It does look familiar. Talk to me again. What is it again? Is it Trade Strike? This one.
Yeah, Trade Strike. Yeah, it's like a tokenization platform, but they have a DEX bridge, a stock bridge. So they're going to be bridging a lot of stocks over to the layer one. Um, and I think they do some gold trading right now, but I've been bullish on them for a while. Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, a lot of
they
yo.
built
You know
some
what I
pretty
find
dope things
funny
built on
is the way
Solana.
is our picks. Some people love the lowest of low caps. Me, I'm over here. I'm everywhere in terms of like market caps. It could be a high cap. Well, I tend to stay away from the high caps a little bit, but if it's something very good, I'm with it. Mid
No,
caps.
yeah, that's for
I
sure.
guess I'm more so in the mid cap area, not too much of the like the low caps.
Yeah. These are just some of the low caps. Like, I'm also bullish on like Ondu, XDC, but those are not as exciting,
Yeah.
They're not like everybody knows about those already.
Okay. Okay.
But like if my most bullish RWA is
Yeah.
probably
Give us that. Give us that. Give us that one. Your most bullish.
that's Ondu.
That's Ondo.
Yeah, Ondo.
Okay. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because they're in there, they working with like the top governments and all that, like they're up there. And then
Mm-hmm.
Goldfink also. Maybe Goldfink is probably one that people haven't heard of. I made a
Okay.
video on Goldfink maybe a couple months back.
We're gonna get into GoFink right after this. So I'm gonna check the comments and then go into mine.
Yeah.
GPTY. That's actually what I sold. That got me thrown into crypto virtual jail. So
Which one, the GPTY?
yeah, it was like from the GPT Wars team. Thoughts on Lava Network? I was very bullish on Lava, but now I don't even know what to say. I haven't caught up with them in a long time. They did us dirty, so
I
I'm
was
not.
bullish on them too, but I haven't caught up with them in a while.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with them. Caspa, enjoy Caspa, man. I haven't really heard. I'm actually surprised there's not as much Casper Shillers anymore. But
Yeah, I remember I was like, I was getting just turned off on Casper by all the shilling. It was like,
yeah, I've been was turned off of that. I haven't
for that
really.
type of shilling that they got going on,
Yeah, I wasn't onto that one. Red Belly's market cap right now is $28 million. Of course, they haven't updated all the vesting that's going on right now because there's still some vesting going on. Let's go. Nvidia is keeping AI running for now. RWA's in a. Oh, yeah, you're right. We gotta wait for Larry Fink, man.
yeah, we gotta wait
XDC.
for Larry.
Ondo is clear number one RWA. It is. Why does Natex keep pumping? I have no idea. I didn't even know they was pumping. But Natex does look good as a deep in play. They have a partnership with Peaq and Solana, so I'm pretty bullish on. Actually, I'd used Natex before they came out. If you guys don't know, they had a whole like geo mapping app on the phone. You could have put your phone as a dash cam. I was using them in demo. This was soon as DPIN started. I still have my DPIN, my demo device in my car. That's crazy. I didn't even
Yeah,
check how much
demo is
demo.
cool. Demo. Have
Yeah,
you
I didn't
checked
even.
your demo lately?
Yo, I know I have a lot. I didn't check it,
Yeah.
but I know I have a lot.
I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised by like I just set up the demo app. Like I just have the app. I don't have the device.
Yeah. Hold
And
on.
to see over like I was expecting pennies like a lot of these other ones, but seeing over $100 in there, I was like, what?
My screen just went off just now. Is my screen good? Hold on, my screen just went off. We good?
Yeah, I'm good. You're good on this.
Let me see. I don't know what just happened. Hold on. There we go. We coming back. All right, Polytrade. I gotta check back on Polytrade. That was a minute ago for Polytrade for me. Those were like the early RWA AI, RWA plays for me. Polytrade. Yeah, this is one of the early ones for me.
Mm-hmm.
And this was, I'm off of this one. This was one of the early ones. I'm off of it. Which layer one are you most bullish on? Layer one? What layer one am I most bullish on? No, actually, that's not a layer one.
For me, it's hype.
You said is hype? Everybody's starting to talk about hype right now. I just told my guys I gotta get on to hype EVM right now.
I'm most bullish on hype, EVM, hype.
Yeah. Great alpha and great content. Thanks, gents. Thank you. What do you guys think about Cookie 3? Cookie 3, it just keeps pumping, man. Ari, what's good, man? It's been a long time. This has been a subscriber to the channel since last cycle. God dang. We got into the private sale of Cookie. I'm pretty sure, Ari, you got into the private sale of Cookie too. And Cookie honestly surprised the heck out of me. I'll be honest with you. I was going to talk about it in this stream, but there was no point for me to talk about it after it's honestly been pumping like this. If you didn't get here, you missed the train. You said what, Jay?
Cookie down?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I slept on it. I faded that one, and it was at the top, and then it came back down. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna come back, and it's starting to come back right now.
Yeah, so this thing pretty much, we got into the private sale of it. It was all about marketing using AI for marketing, things like that. It didn't catch no traction. Of course, as you can see, we was over here while we was in that little bear market. Now all of a sudden they changed. Out of nowhere, they changed to AI agents, like an oracle for AI agents, and the thing just exploded. I just know people in my Discord was very happy that we got into the private sale of it. Some of them are happy that they didn't even sell any of it because we even got refunded a little bit of this. And if we kept everything, ooh, yeah. And it's looking like they actually pretty innovative. They're starting to pay content creators now. They're treating content creators as the way they was treating AI agents. So they will give you guys a graph of pretty much the agents. The agents tell you the mind share, things like that, what's going on, right? And now they're doing the same thing with content creators, where content creators can rank higher on certain like keywords, like cash tags. So if you like put cash, $ sweet, you get to see who is like the most popular influencers talking about that, and of course you can earn some money doing it that way. So Cookie is actually pretty innovative, I won't lie. These guys surprised the hell out of me. They surprised the hell out of me, and I'm actually happy. So that right there, I do like Sweet, Hype, Soul. Yeah, those are all good layer ones, of course. If I had to pick, obviously Base isn't a layer one, but that'll be the only layer one that or layer two, sorry, that I'll be interested in, especially if they had a token. Polkadot is a supercomputer, not as the same as it was before. Layer 0. What else we got there? I'm trying to think. That's pretty much it for me. I'm not a chain maxi anymore. I was never a chain maxi, but I'm never a chain maxi. Is Axelrod worth it on virtuals? I do think it's worth it, depending on where you think it could go. I do think it could go a little bit higher. You heard of Axelrod? No, you probably didn't, Jay.
No, I haven't heard of Axelrod.
Well, these guys are actually pretty good, man. I did get into the genesis of it. We made a decent little bag, nothing too crazy. All right, It's at a $17 million market cap as of right now. This is pretty much a hedge fund manager on a VC hedge fund manager. You guys could stake your tokens. You're able to use it. You're able to. They're actually partnering with other agents as well. I do know that they have a partnership with Big Brain. Who else they have a partnership with? Some other agents that's using that MCP protocol, because I guess for this one, MCP is its brain, and it uses ACP for the language. So it's using both of the flagship protocols for agents as of right now. And the dev was actually pretty like, yeah, this is the dev right here, well known. So this thing, a lot of people were hyped on this. I actually thought this would have been much higher by now, keep it a buck, but it's been ranging here. It's been ranging here. We'll see where it goes though. I still hold mine. I will eventually probably stake it. I'm actually unstaking my game and Aurora right now because, like I said, they threw me into jail and I'm kind of upset, so I can't gain too many points. Ethereum price target for this cycle, I honestly don't know. If what's going on right now, you hearing price predictions of Bitcoin hitting 150, 150K, 175K. I don't even know. To be honest, I'm just here hoping I get out around the top.
Hoping you get out the right time.
Yeah, that's all I'm hoping for,
me,
man.
I don't really have a price target for ETH. I just want to see it. I want to see it hit 10K, but I don't have a price target. My price target for Bitcoin is like 175. So
that 10K is that illustrious price target that everybody had. So if it hits, it hits. But the funny thing is, the reason I'm waiting on Coinbase is because I was actually about to do a 3x long with the money I was taking. I was gonna put it onto a Dex, not a Dex. Well, I forgot. What was it? A game 3x long on ETH, on ETH. Nothing too crazy, just for the rest of this run.
Hey, you might as well go ahead. You might as well go ahead and just do that same long on hype and get the point. Points.
I have a member, Ham, in the Discord. He's been on hype for a while. Even wrote an article around it when it was cheap. That's probably when I would have want to get into it, but I gotta stop, yo, because I didn't think it was gonna go like this. Hype VM.
Yeah, like you see the token. I mean, look, 9 billion of open interest on the DEX is crazy.
Yeah,
and a lot of the protocols over there don't have any tokens yet. So all of the DEXs and AMMs and money markets are doing points right now. So it should be pretty cool.
Yeah,
how much hype has pumped, the airdrop should be pretty cool.
I'm gonna bridge a little bit of change onto Hype VM, see what's going on, see if I can hit on some bangers. I know you sent us a play on Discord, but I wasn't still on Hype yet. But now this week I'm gonna get on Hype, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're gonna do that trade. That's the way. That's the spot.
Yeah, AOs. I haven't really I do know why you brought it up, Super. I haven't really looked at too much into this. I do know it's from Arweave. Same with WeVM. That article you put out got me a little bit more bullish on WeVM. I have it on the list to talk about. I'm going to put AO back onto my watch list for altcoins. Right now, I'm still stacking up on some other ones as of right now. Let me just go on to some more comments before.
AO looks like it could be.
AKT looks very promising. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Virtual ecosystem coins you're most bullish on: Aurora, Axelrod, there's one that didn't even red pill yet. Well, it's still like old. For those right now that I could think off the top of my head, Aurora is the main one that I could think off the top of my head. Tibber. I don't know if you guys remember when I talked about this, man. Holy. I don't know if you guys remember when I talked about this one. Just look at this chart, guys. When I talked about this, it probably was around here. It probably was like around here. About that $30 million market cap. Because that's when I got into it. This thing is running. The whole speculation of what they got going on. If you guys didn't catch up on Tibber yet, go catch up on Tibber, man. Well, honestly, right now, where it could go, mate. Let's say if it does get to around where AI XBT does, I could see this having like a 3-4x left, maybe 3 max, 2 to 3 max from here, because we don't know how high some of these agents could go. AI XBT surprised a lot of people, got close to that $1 billion market cap, right, or $500 million. So
did it hit $1 billion?
Did it?
It might have.
Did it?
Let me double check.
Let me see that market cap. Oh, it got close. Like, yeah, 755 million. It got close.
Yeah, it got
This
close.
this is one that got very close to $1 billion market cap. So we don't know how high the rest of these can go, but the speculation around Tibber is honestly very crazy. The dev behind Tibber is a G. This man invested in some of the biggest winners in this space in traditional markets and crypto markets. So you guys go look into Tibber. You tell me what you think. Because right now I'm still holding. But like I said, I got it around the 30s area. Arrow. You guys already remember I used to talk about Arrow price predictions. Where's it at? About $500 million market cap right now. Let's say it gets to a $2 billion market cap. Somewhere like that. We have to see if the more of the hype comes back to base. You guys already know my theory around base. I do think that that's where a lot of people's going to be at. So we'll see though. We'll see. A lot of the liquidity is being spread out through a lot of different chains. It's not like last cycle. You're going to have Solana. You have Hyper VM now. EVM. Say. All these different new chains is taking liquidity from each other. So the price potentials that they used to have aren't going to be the same.
Yeah, Solana, Sui, Hype,
Yeah, all of them.
Base are probably top 4, but sucking up liquidity right now.
Yeah, the big E was good. Rise. I do. Do I know about Rise? What's Rise?
Remember Rise? Something about remember Canton Network.
The freak is this? Oh, it
It's
just
built
launched
on
today.
AVAX. Built on AVAX. Okay, I remember this one.
Nah, this
This
one is
was
on base. It just came out.
on base.
Yeah, I don't know about this. The Big E be the
It is
Big
on.
E be in the trenches, man. He be in the trenches, the crypto trenches. Comes up with some projects. I don't know. I gotta check it again. Liquid Scan is a token for hype EVM. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go on to that one.
That one. I got into the Liquid Scan on their Liquid launch, which is kind of like their pump fund, and that thing just went crazy on the first day it came out because it was like, on the pump fund platform, but it actually had utility for it.
Really? Liquid Scan. This is it?
LQ Scan.
Okay. I'm gonna check this one out. Yeah. Hi guys. If you were to allocate 2,000, given high risk tolerance, what strategy? Answer this. What do you think, Jay? What would you do with $2,000 and you just trying to be in the trenches?
Trying to be in the trenches.
He said high risk, so that's you got to be in the trenches for the high risk.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I would. If I was gonna just say high risk, I would split it. High risk, I'm going high risk, high reward. I'm going meme coins and AI agents, and I'm going hype. I'm going 1,000. I'm going 1,500 on hype, and I'm going 500 on Soul. And with Soul, I'm doing meme coins, and on hype, I'm just doing all type of DeFi shit. Because that 1,500, what you're really trying to do is lock in a lot of airdrops. That's gonna be the quickest way to try to turn that into 20 bands.
That's fair. 2,000 for me. I'll be honest with you, yo. I don't have no, like, I do have some moon potential plays, but one I gotta keep to the hip just in case.
Yeah. Keep one on the sideline, yeah, for sure. Wait for that black swan too. That might be.
Keep one in the chamber. Keep one in the chamber. AI 16Z, yes, is a very good competitor. I haven't tried Auto.Fund just yet, but Auto.Fund has been looking pretty good. I thought I was actually gonna pump AI 16Z a little bit more. Have you looked at FHE and Flock? No, I have not just yet. Let me get into my play just so I don't keep guys dragging. Where was I? I talked about Serve. I talked about Red Belly. This is one of the right here, Eden Layer. This is one of my dart throws. I do have the other dart throw that I'm keeping to the pocket because I'm a little bit more bullish on that one. So I'm going to keep that one. But just know that one is around the same market cap. But Eden Layer does also look good for the agentic economy. If you guys see my video on these guys, they actually do have some partnerships with some devs that's a part of the Virtuals ecosystem, which, got me a little bit more bullish on it. One being let me go on here because I forgot these names. honestly. DTRX or something like that, and then you had uh, who else they had up on here? Actually, they have it on their website, but they're looking to essentially be a layer where they bring all the agents together for entertainment, things like that. For collaborative, so you be able to pay agents are able to pay each other. This is when I talk about the whole agentic economy, right? And it's
Uh,
kind of look like a whole metaverse type thing where they're all going to be able to interact with each other, be able to hire each other to do whatever different things is looking like they're going to be doing, right? But going on to their Twitter here, they do have they have their team members docs. They've been around a little bit, but you guys can see some of the tweets they have here. That whole agent collaboration. I do want to. Oh yeah, also Coinbase Ventures did highlight them. They're like right here, right there. And then as you can see, this is an AI agent off of Virtuals. You got Acolyte here, and then the other one, DTR. This is another Virtuals agent as well that was pretty successful. Where are they at right now? Acolyte. Yeah, let's see where Acolyte is. Right now, Acolyte is at $8 million market cap. At one point in time, let's see where this got up to here. Let's go look at the daily chart. Got up to about, could we switch it to market cap? There we go. Hit that daily. About a 7, it got a wick up to, let's just go full candle close. $56 million market cap, a wick up to $70 million market cap, right? So this showed that it was a successful team behind this. Of course, they haven't been able to recover since then, but they're still holding at an $8 million market cap, decent team. And the other one was DTR. So I do want to see them actually partnering a little bit more with more Virtuals dev teams, because I do see that they have some people from their team as well. But hold on, boom. This one got up to about full body close, $17 million market cap. Not as good as Acolyte, but still some there. So they have some decent partnerships. They have another partnership with like a payment project, a payment company that helps agents pay each other, right? So I think that's going to be a big one. Agents being able to pay each other. This is why I'm pretty bullish on Eden Layer as of right now. Then go to their website. Where was this? Of course, they do have a partnership with KPR Verse, which is a metaverse. I'm not even following these guys, right? But they're talking about it here. So Eden will become the energy source of a new kind of world where AI agents thrive, evolve, and reshape the fabric of reality. This is pretty much just a agentic economy that a lot more people are talking about. We don't know how high this agentic economy, if it's going to be really something big, I don't know yet. But as of right now, from the hype that I've seen from AI agents, I do think that it's going to be able to resurrect the metaverse, creating the agentic economy. Of course, Shizzy is here. He's the expert on the whole metaverse thing as of right now. So even this as a dart, if this gets to about a $59 million market cap, you're looking at a 17x from here, right? I'm not looking too crazy at these darts as of right now. So if it goes even higher than that, of course I'm gonna be happy. But I do give myself a solid base and then reevaluate things after this price target at least hits for now. What you think about it, Jay?
Sounds good, man. I wrote it down because I'm like, I'm about to look into this. It's only at 7 million too right now.
Yeah, $3 million market cap, a little dart throw for the agentic economy, you
At
know?
3 million, yeah. I'm because if there's anything that I'm bullish on when it comes to AI, it's like the full economy of the AI agents. Or, um, are you ready for my next play? Because this is the perfect play to go right into it.
Yeah, go right into it. I was going to check out comments, but go right into it.
Let's go. Storm Markets SMT.
You know what's crazy? This was one of my plays.
Really?
Yeah, I've been sold this thing, but they got me mad.
Storm. Hold on.
You talking about these? You talking about?
Let me make sure you got the right one. No, it's just my bad. It's Swarms.
Oh, Swarms.
Yeah, it's on Solana. 32 million.
Oh yeah, okay. I do know about this. Talk about it.
So Swarms is like it's like an AI agent marketplace. So this one kind of goes into like also with like AI agents trading together and also like DeFi as well, because basically you get different AI agents and you put them together in what's called like an AI swarm, and then you use it to solve tasks. So it's like for D side, they'll use it where they get like one agent who's a doctor, one agent who's a biologist, one agent who's chemist. You know what I mean? And put them in like swarms. So people use it. They made one agent
I'm
when they
following
first
him.
came.
I
They
know him.
made one agent when they first came out for finance. They did like it was like 5 different agents that were all like different personas in finance or whatever. And that thing was cranking out some good trades in the beginning. But I do still have a little bag of it. So I'll check it right now.
I do think the next big plays is going to be infrastructures for swarm agents. That's why I
Yeah,
was
for
big
sure.
on to open serve, because they doing pretty much the same thing. You could launch swarm agents. Virtuals is just doing single agents, but their whole goal is to have these agents essentially work together as some with their ACP, which is
Yeah,
their
Virtuals has
distribution
something called
protocol.
Swarm too, right?
Yeah, they doing it with the protocol called ACP, their agent collaboration protocol. It didn't drop yet, but I think that's going to be the next thing that's going to pump virtuals at some point in time once they're able to like connect everyone. So I don't know, virtuals when they was on their run, their founders was in a lot of interviews talking about how he sees different chains as countries for virtual agents and things like that. Yeah, that's why I'm looking into swarm agents as of right now. They pretty much I'm listening to them and some other like experts in agents. I've been all over swarm. That's why
Yeah,
I'm on.
check out that Swarms, because ever since they came out, they've had a couple of different like companies and stuff build little swarms for different stuff. So they've been having some success.
Yeah, these guys was able to. I see this run
It
from
went
here.
stupid in when it first came out.
Yeah,
It went
it's gonna be coming.
crazy.
If it comes back, it's gonna be interesting though.
Yeah, if it goes back halfway, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Back
Let's
right there.
see. You need a 2x and 9 trades if you compound profit to get 2,000 to a million. It sounds easy until you start to do that journey.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds easy until you start to do that journey, man.
That's super fast.
What's the best AI and RWA on base? Best AI on base, obviously, you're looking at virtuals.
Yeah, I would say this.
RWA. RWA hasn't really taken off on base yet, but of course, you're gonna have some micro caps on there. I do know you got RWA Ink and you got RWA Wax. These two are on, and this one too is on. All the RWA plays right now on base are pretty low caps.
Isn't
Oh,
Ohm on base now? I could be tripping, but isn't Ohm on base? Yeah, Ohm is on base, I think.
oh no, this one it wasn't. That's the one I'm thinking. Nah, I don't think Ohm's on base. If they're on base, I'm still salty about Ohm, so I'm never gonna buy Ohm.
Yeah. I'm still mad how they switched up everything, and I sold, and then they did something better,
And then they even got hacked. That's what they get.
and then they got that's what they did. Yeah, they got some bridges to base and stuff. I don't know if it's just they bridge their token over there though.
I don't like Ohm, man. They would run the real economy. Also, you basically just saying we about to be slaves to these agents, yo. Drones, algorithms, AI paying each other with crypto. One employee in the store while bots do everything. Yeah, this man is giving us a dystopian future, bro. He
Talk
this man.
about that for years.
Yeah, he trying. It's crazy right now. Let's get into collateralized, man. It's my RWA pick that some of you guys been waiting for. I didn't make the video just yet. I didn't drop the video, but I will be dropping a video on these guys. Me and Shizzy, we was already talking. I really wanted to get into this one early on, but I couldn't. And then I just decided after it started pumping, I just said, freak it. Let me add my first DCA bag to it. So I added my first DCA, and now it's at a good level where I'm going to be, once I see the money is cleared, I'm going to be adding a little bit more to this. It's pretty much an RWA launchpad. If you're looking at virtuals as like the launchpad for AI agents. You're looking at collateralized for a launchpad for RWAs. You can basically tokenize anything in this world, right? We're gonna talk a little bit about it, but 3 days ago it get it to as high of 8 cents, over a little bit over 8.5 cents, which was like an $80 million market cap, and I think it's just getting started, right? It is just getting started for a few reasons, but this is pretty much the bio to collateralize, right? But they did drop this article here on the Defiant here why it started to run up. It is because the co-founder of Solana actually reposted a product demonstration on his X. So he was showing how does that product work in terms of, pretty much tokenizing any asset, because you could tokenize baseball cards, you could tokenize Pokemon cards, whatever the hell you want to tokenize, you could tokenize. So he just reposted it, and that's what got more attention to collateralize, right? Of course, enables tokenization of any assets from baseball cards to real estate, right? They're going to go through a whole dynamic curve. This is essentially the playbook of virtuals, early start of virtuals, but it's flipped now from agents to RWA. And if this takes off, this might be crazy, right? Collateralize said in its pitch deck, noting that while crypto has a market cap of $3 trillion, the market for illiquid RWAs is a whopping $750 trillion. Now,
Great.
I don't think we're gonna see anything go like that. Like they are able to capture a market cap where they're able to get to like $1 trillion or some shit, because that's gonna be wild. But if this is able to become a successful platform, the way we seen virtuals run up to like maybe where did virtuals run up to in terms of market cap? About a $4 million market cap, a $4 billion market cap. Let's say this thing runs up to about $2 billion market cap. That's just the start of it. Of course, more things could happen for collateralize. I'm actually pretty excited for him. If you're looking at a $1.5 billion market cap from here, that's a 25x. A smooth 25x. If you guys are looking for different different RWA plays, this is on Solana. Of course, you guys already know my red belly chain. That's the sleeper one, of course. That's going to surprise a lot of people. You got Plume, and I'm starting to look back into Centrifuge after their partnership with Plume. What else do I have for RWA? That's pretty much it right now. What you said, Jay? You was just breaking up.
I said this is lit right here. I'm looking at their Twitter. This is my first time seeing this project.
Yeah, me and Shizzy was talking about this one, man, because it Launchcoin. I think Launchcoin, you was able to tokenize anything. You know about Launchcoin? The whole hype that's going on with Launchcoin and things like that.
Nah.
Yeah, this thing. Shizzy been telling me about this thing right now. You just look at this nonsense chart, bro. Look at this nonsense chart from $3 million market cap to about a $300 million market cap. Now sitting around $150 million market cap. You know how salty people are right now.
Well, what's the time frame from that?
About a week.
Damn.
From May 8th to 2 weeks. From May 8th to the 23rd, we're looking at it right now. Well, for it to get to its hype, it was a few days.
What is Launchcoin? It's connected to collateralized?
No. This is a whole different thing on its own. This is pretty much Shizzy should be able to explain that. We're gonna have to get Shizzy onto here pretty much. You can just launch anything, you can tokenize anything on here. I think Anthem was like a big proponent of this, like he's talking about it. Of course, you guys can see who's had a lot of followers on here. Going to their app, and there's a lot of different ones. I think the whole meta was, what was it, Shizzy? Like these devs actually creating these tokens or something. I don't remember, but yeah,
I see that they're saying they're trying to do on-chain IPOs. That'll be crazy.
Yeah,
I'm hella bullish. I'm super bullish on bringing stocks on chain, because I know that's gonna happen.
Yeah. I've been told. I'm telling you. Hold on, me. Yeah. You guys always make me want to pull this back up, man. Let me see if I can log into my X account real quick on here. I'm gonna show you guys what's coming for tokenizing stocks. I gotta remember. I'll be forgetting their name, so I gotta go through like the following list to find them again. Give me 1 second here while I find these guys. There we go. These guys, stocks on chain. Mass.money. This is one I'm waiting for. I'm seeing if they're gonna have a token or not. Backed by Coinbase, Jump, some other big names on here tokenizing already stocks. This is why when I told you SMT, I got off SMT, Swarm Markets. It's because of something like this right here, man. They're bringing over pretty much stocks onto chain, allowing you to leverage trade these things. Now, I didn't test out the app, but I probably should test it out just in case they do an airdrop for people that are testing it out, right? You guys can see, jump here. So this is one that's bringing tokenized stocks on chain. I'm gonna keep waiting on it. Do I got notification bell on them? That's why I don't got notifications on them. But let's look at some of these comments.
Mobile, yeah, they finna have a so let me go ahead and call it.
Yeah. Rocket emoji. Smash the like. Smash the likes. Fire emoji. Rag. What's your thoughts on Rio and Nexa? The second one I'm not too bullish on. I do know they got hacked and things like that. Rio, it's a very hype, it's a degen play that does pump when, RWAs will pump. I do know that they have a second coin, I think it's called District, for their virtual metaverse thing. But I did sell Rio a while back. I'm not looking into it as of right now. It's going to probably pump, of course. It has good tokenomics.
You're not bullish on Relio no more?
Not that I'm not bullish on them. More other things like Plume.
Yeah, no,
You can't own everything, man. Once you start to make a little bit of money, you gotta start to flip it into some more
yeah,
solid
that's how
ones.
I am on the agents right now. I'm like, damn, I had to make a decision.
You gotta start to flip this money real quick,
Yeah,
man.
I know. Every time I talk to you, you're like making me reminding me about flipping on virtuals.
Yo, virtuals has been making people a lot of money, but you just gotta know how to get around the cooldown time so they don't throw you into freaking virtual jail. FX1, FXI, I do know about that one. Killer Wells, I've never was bullish on that whole show. I know there's a lot of people. They was talking about this was gonna be. What was the token for it, anyways? I forgot
How
what
did
was the
it
token.
do? How did that? I see they brought it up for season 2, man. How was the show,
Wait,
man? Did you watch it?
they're out for season 2.
Yeah, they having a season 2, man.
When did it? I didn't even know they dropped one episode.
I think they did where they dropped all episodes at once. I don't know. I saw like a clip and I was like, I am.
They got Ran over there. They got Ran. Who else they got in there? Altcoin Daily.
They got some new people though. They definitely got some new people,
Man, if they not getting me on the show, I ain't watching it, man.
man. Get on the show. You got to go up there and act a fool though, so you get
Nah,
spin off.
that means I got to dox myself. I ain't doing all that. I'm good. I'm chilling. Unless I could go in there with my my profile pic
Wear
over
a
my
mask.
face.
Man. Yeah.
They both have the narrative. What's your best low cap AI, RWA, and AI agent? You have any?
Probably the swarms. Because
Swarm
that's only at what 50 or that's a
32.
low market cap right now, like 32, I think.
Yeah.
That was pretty low. That's the only one I'm really, really holding as far as AI agents. I got a
Okay.
couple other
Okay.
ones. I wouldn't even talk about those.
My low cap AI play. Let me check low cap because I know you mean not agent. So let me check real quick. I gotta go into CoinGecko and see what I got over there.
Outside of agents,
Oh yeah, I haven't talked about this. This is I've talked about it back on the channel when the whole AI hype was going around. I think this yeah. You're gonna have hint. I can't type. Hive Intelligence here. $3 million market cap. This isn't my low cap that I told you guys I had, but this is one that you guys already seen on the channel. I was talking about this a little bit, and actually recently started to pump a little bit. Came from about a 1.3. Actually, we're lower than that, right? Yeah, actually a 1.8 to about a $4 million market cap. So things is looking pretty good for it. This is a dart again. So you said low cap, so that's a dart. For AI agents, of course, we could go Eden layer. We just talked about Eden layer. Where is it at? We talked about Eden layer, so you have that there. RWA. None of my RWA plays are truly low caps though. So, because you're not gonna like.
yeah.
I don't think you're gonna like Plume. This is around a $400 million market cap. We talked about Red Belly, which is more of the lower cap, all right, $27 million market cap, but you're going to look at the FDV and get scared away from there. Collateralize.
You go look at
Collateralize, you're going to have this here. Those are primarily my like RWA plays that I'm really, and we could talk about Centrifuge again as the moves that they're making. I'm pretty bullish on what they're doing, right? But this one isn't going to show you the full thing because it's new. You look at the old one, but remember you're going to refer to the new one. This is the market cap for this. A lot of people may or may not like this one because it's old, but you can see it did hit its bottom here. So we'll see what's going to come from it. But RWAs, I don't think for RWAs, it's hard for me to gamble on low cap ones because
Mhm.
they have to fit regulatory status, things like that. They're gonna have to do a lot of work. So the low cap ones is gonna be hard for me to stay away from. Of course, it's gonna be easy for me to stay away from. But
Yeah,
the mid caps, they already have work done. The larger caps, they already have work done. RWAs is
the newer ones,
yeah
it's harder to get into too, because like when the institutions come in, they gonna want to see some longevity and stuff like that, and
yeah.
those are probably the biggest plays that like come under the radar with
Like I was bullish on RWA Inc. I did get into the private sale of it and everything, but once again, I'm only holding what I get for private sale. I have nothing. I didn't buy nothing on the open market for this. I'm just let's just see what comes from it. But right now, this is something I stayed away from. This would be the lowest market cap, I guess you guys can say, right? Yes, Launchcoin bridging Web 2 projects to ditch traditional fundraising. Compete. Yes, I'm actually off of all games. All games, all
oh,
crypto
you're off
games.
for all games. What?
I'm off of all crypto games. If it's not infrastructure for crypto games, I'm off of it. This cycle has shown that it was just all hype for crypto games. Yo, I've taken some losses on some of these crypto games. One literally just closed the door. They literally just closed the door. These guys here, like, they they literally just closed the door. Look at this. They literally just closed the door. It went down. Um,
Oh, that's 72K.
yeah, 72K market cap, man. Uh, compete. I actually played compete. I think I played it on stream.
Yeah, I played Compete before too.
It was a good game, but I don't see no single actual game becoming like the one. I'm only looking, like I said, I'm only looking for infrastructures where these games is going to be built on. Of course, if gaming, excuse me, when the hype for gaming, if it does come back around, of course you're going to have some of these low cap games pump like crazy because they're so low market caps as of right now. So when that time comes around, hopefully I'll be prepared enough to get some of them. But as of right now, I'm off of all actual crypto games unless it's infrastructure. That's it. AI and RWA the whole way. Matter of fact, you're starting to even notice the biggest shield for crypto gaming doesn't even talk about crypto gaming anymore. Alex Becker.
Yeah, he's talking about RWAs and
Yeah. So obviously, a lot more people are shifting their focus.
well, people are playing. What is the one that I guess like some of the big streamers are actually liking and playing? Was it Off the
Off the
Grid?
grid. Yeah, off the grid, off the grid, off the grid. But that's also infrastructure.
Okay,
They
yeah.
the way you play off the grid, you need the guns tokens, which is the infrastructure token, because they're gonna have other games under the guns token, under the whole like game studio that they have. So that is gonna be something. We did also get into the private sale of Gunzilla, so they're gonna have their own subnet, everything. So that's what I mean by infrastructures.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think crypto games need tokens anymore. You just gotta look for the
Yeah,
infrastructure.
I never thought they needed tokens. That's why I was like, it's all always like on the infrastructure. That's why I like this one.
Would you recommend converting my Pepe to virtuals? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend nothing because I don't give financial advice, but that's one I would say yes because I don't really like memes anyways, but
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say just because it's a meme, but I'm not gonna tell you what to
I
do. You know what I mean? Pepe might go
yeah.
crazy. Pepe might
I
go
honestly
crazy.
I haven't been sold like the way what's his name? Murad has sold so many people onto memes taking
Oh
over
yeah.
crypto.
Morad is sold. I don't.
Eh,
I want me to just go ahead and just finish dying out, bro.
we'll see though. I won't tell you what to do, but if it was me, I'm not holding no memes. Like I don't see how high they could go without like, because if they double, if Pepe double from here, a lot more people are going to want to sell. Even with virtuals, you're going to have like people staking their virtuals to get more points to get into other agents on there. So it's like you can make money off of virtuals token and you can make money off of its ecosystem. Pepe, you can only hope that it goes up, and that's the only way you're going to make money. And who knows when and where you got in for Pepe. If you got in at a very good market cap for Pepe, like, I don't know, let's just say you one of the lucky ones that got in down here or something, or maybe down here. I maybe I'll hold it. Maybe I'll hold it because you got in at a very good price. I don't know. I'm not a
Right.
good evaluator for memes.
Me neither. Because if you would have told me Pepe was going to be already 6 billion, I would have thought you was
Yeah, man.
crazy.
Foxy on Linea. Linea, I actually haven't looked in. I know the chain. I haven't looked into the chain. I don't know what's on the chain. It's another chain that just essentially just spreads out more money. We don't need. What's FHE? What is
If we don't
FHE?
need it, yeah, Linea. I'm like, come on.
Oh, Mine Network. Yeah, I'm bullish on Mine Network. Yes, I forgot about Mine Network. I'm bullish on this. This is an AI infrastructure too. I do like this one. I was trying to get into the private sell of it, but they do have long vesting. So, maybe actually, you just put me back onto Mine Network. I actually didn't even notice that they came out. So this is gonna have to be on the list. Could I? I don't want to show you my wallets. I don't want to show you my portfolios here, so I won't even favorite it here. Flock. What's Flock now? Is it this one? It's on base. What is Flock.io? What is this? Not your models, not your AI. I like that. Not your keys, not your crypto, folks. Co-creation. So is this a launch pad again? Is it a launch pad?
It looks like an infrastructure. It's full stack.
Yeah. I'll probably have to
Pretty.
look at this at a different time.
You gotta dive deep a little bit.
Mmm.
Okay, they got a nice ecosystem.
Oh, a little bit tensor subnet. Flock off.
Yeah, block
Okay.
off isn't alive.
AI agent infrastructure hackathon. This may be something to look at though. I'll give you that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's new. Came out January. Once again, let me see.
I like stuff connected to bits, since I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, a lot of people do like things connected to BitTensor. We talked about BitTensor. Remember when we talked about BitTensor getting to 4 digits?
Yeah,
Boy, boy. I'm gonna look at them for right now. I'm gonna keep them on the radar to look at. I won't say nothing good or bad about it because I don't know nothing yet. This is new for me. Gaming coins are a bad gamble, trust me. Yeah, I don't really hold any gaming coins like besides the infrastructures. I told you AI and RWA and a few D pin plays that I got. Layer ones and Tau. Based AI. I'm off of based for a while. Thanks, man, for sharing your opinion. What do you think if I convert my I can't give you no recommendations, man. You see already I'm bullish on RBNTs. I can't tell you what to do.
yeah. I was say you're gonna choose RBNT.
Yeah, I'm a choose RBNT because I'm not really bullish on DEAI. I'm gonna choose RBNT.
Yeah,
Vader. Yeah, Vader's nice. Yo, it's like a VC now. I'm in there. I'm usually in their Twitter space that they got going on. Because they actually help host some of the new agents that's going to be coming out onto virtuals. Is it these guys? Where is it? This Twitter that shows it?
Vader Protocol or Vader Virtual?
Nah, is this guy? This guy, the Vader Research.
Okay.
So he usually has Twitter spaces for the new agents that's going to be coming on to. You can see Genesis pitch. They did Nancy 11 hours ago. So I'm usually in there tuning in, listening, seeing what's going on, seeing if I could pick the next virtual agent that I could get into. But obviously, I'm in jail. I need to get a whole new wallet. But yeah, Vader is looking good. But once again, like I said, I don't know where the top is going to be for these agents themselves. We just went through the True Mania, and I think the True Mania actually showed us where the top is going to be for the agents. I don't even think some of them are going to be able to get back to their hypes, especially now that more people are concerned with the newer agents over the older agents, unless they're doing something very special, right? So like Vader, people are probably just holding Vader to just stake their Vader to get points to get into these other agents that's going to be here, where they're actually allocating their money to, because they're making money early on onto these Genesis launches here, right? Like this one right here is looking like it's going to be a good one. Where is it at now? Now you're looking at 124% oversubscribed. I would have told my guys to try to look into this one, right? So that's just how it goes right now. So once again, the more agents that come out, the more hype that they get, the
Yeah.
more the money is going to be spread out. So before you had like maybe 15 to 20 solid agents where all the money came together. Like, why do you think AI XBT went so crazy? It was a new thing that a lot of people just piling their money up to, and it got to $755 million market cap. Now you're gonna have multiple new agents, different things. These Genesis launches where the money is now going to be spread out. We could see some of them top at 20 million, 30 million, 50 million, maybe even 10 million, and that'd be it. Unless we get that Mania 2.0 again, like a legit.
And they were able to capture some of that meme coin mania at the time. They were
Yeah.
kind of able to like come right in and fit in with that. So I don't know if
Good point. A
yeah,
very good point. That's a good point right there. So yeah, creative. I don't. It's not undervalued to me. It's really not undervalued. It just doesn't have nothing going. One, it's the whole talk of agents right now. They have nothing on there that's getting a lot of hype. All the people that are really like interested in agents, like really interested in agents,
Mhm.
they're only messing with virtual agents. They're not messing with the creator bid, even though creator bid has like the bid tensor side and things like that. I couldn't answer someone, and they put a comment under my video, like why I don't talk about creator bid. It's literally nothing to talk about on here, right?
Yeah, I
No
remember
one,
that. I remember this.
like when we first started trading it, it looked like a very good competitor to
Yeah.
virtual agent to virtual protocol, but right now there's nothing that's going to compete. Like, instead of just trying to like a launch pad, you can't just try to go into this like now, look for crypto B the way you guys tend to do. Is because more people, when they look into these launch pads, they're only wanting to focus on what's coming on from these launch pads. And virtual protocol has everyone's like eyes on it. So why divert to something like create a bid just because you see it at a lower market cap and hoping that it can go? You can see it really hasn't moved. Even now with the resurgence of hype into agents again, you see it really hasn't moved. Why? Because no one's really interested in it right now.
Usually the token B on virtual. Usually the token B is something on virtual.
Yeah, like people are really, but I'm not gonna tell you not to invest in it. And just look at what is gonna happen.
That's
Nye, I
so
do
cool.
like Nye. Crypto G put me back onto Nye. I just still haven't invested into it. You guys already know I was already in the private sale of Nye. I do like Nye. They have some good. They're also in that Peak ecosystem. They partnered with Peak. They partnered with Ether. What is it? Brilliant. I'm trying to remember all these places. Crunchbase. That's what got me onto them. Crunchbase is a thing for traditional companies. So that's what had me bullish on Nuclei at first. But yeah,
Crunchbase.
yeah, Crunchbase. You know Crunchbase. Everybody know Crunchbase.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's
Yeah. Every person will have a personal AI agent. Yeah, you're gonna see Asai coming back. Probably
every
next week.
person will have a swarm. You know what I'm saying? Every person will have a swarm of agents.
My Discord is gonna have our agent back again next week. I just got to get the hosting platform there live. Finally was able to fix everything, so it's gonna be coming back. Create a bid has no narrative. I agree. Virtual suck all the open interest. Exactly. Snide. That's what what's the name was just talking about. Swarms. What's the name
Well,
was just
yeah.
talking about. Snide. Swarms. He was just talking about it. B cut been off of B cut. B cut was one of my early AI plays as a NFT. What was it again? I forgot. It was something for NFTs, but I've been off of B cut. I was very bullish on them for a while, but of course you have to be able to drop the losers, man.
Man, how you feel about NFTs this cycle?
Doodle.
Doodoo, doodoo, doodoo.
Absolute. Yeah, absolute doodle, man.
All
Yo,
the NFTs are RWAs now.
NFTs. The hype cycle for it, we got too spoiled with that one, man. We got too spoiled with that. But hey, yeah, you could see them as RWAs too, like because Pokemon cards could be looked at as NFTs, as real world assets, same as baseball cards.
Well, real
Um,
world assets are NFTs by design.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I was doing the whole Top Shot. I was doing Top Shot.
Oh, you're
Uh,
doing Top Shot?
yeah, I was doing Top Shot because I was trying to get the basketball cards. Um, I do know they got the soccer shot or whatever it is now. I also was going to drop my own NFTs, but that didn't work out.
Stewie just got Pokemon. So,
Yeah, so we did have Pokemon cards, all that.
yeah,
So,
Pokemon came out
but yeah,
recently.
NFTs. I've been off of NFTs, man. I feel like more people get stuck into certain narratives that they just want to stay in for a while. I don't know why. Have you guys been in the Tau ecosystem? Not yet. I do know there's some good ones on there like Tau Cat, some other ones that has been getting a lot of talks, but I haven't been on it. Any thoughts on
It's a lot of like
troll?
rug pulls on tiles. The subnet, there's a lot of rug pulls over there. You gotta be careful.
Yes, I don't know too much on there. I'm not on Hyperliquid yet. I will be in the following week. Maybe I'll have some good info on Hyperliquid as I dive deep into it next
They're
week.
hyper liquid, get into hyper.
Yeah, Hyperliquid.
Yeah, hyper liquid. There's a protocol called hyper. It's the money market.
Oh, Hyper or Hyper.
Hype, HYPURR, like purr, like a cat. So
Oh, okay, okay,
hyper.
okay. Per.
Yeah. It
uh,
has no token, and there's about 200 million on the platform already, and they have points.
okay. Tau
There's plenty of-
subnets. I don't have no Tau subnets. I'm bullish on. I really wasn't in the Tau ecosystem. I'll be honest with you. I heard some hype around the Tau subnets. Just didn't get into it. I'm like, think about it. I'm now just opening the doors for hyper liquid, hyper VM. I've been too much into the virtual side of things that now now that I'm in jail, I have to go do other things. You feel me? Frog, I don't know about that one, but yeah, you got any closing thoughts, Jay?
I was in Fwog super early, bro. Like pre 1 millions in Fwog. I'm never touching. I don't even want to look at that chart.
You got any closing thoughts for us, my boy, man?
Nah, man. Both narratives look good. You know what I mean? DCA, we look good. That's all.
Yeah, man. I'm really trying to get it back to consistency with the live streaming. I have fallen off, but I'm gonna try to do it a little bit more. I like to have more topics when we do live streams. So hopefully next week, as now diving into the hyper liquid side, we may have a live stream in our hyper liquid. Are you in jail? Yeah. I'm locked up right now. You didn't know? They got me in county jail right now. The county jail is called Virtual Protocol. That's where
That's
I'm at right now.
crazy. They lock you up on the. That's crazy.
Nah, I'm in virtual. I'm in virtual. Like they call it the cool down time. So I can't do nothing on virtuals right now. I can't trade on there. So I just call it jail. But yeah, come back next week. We're gonna be talking about some other things. We're gonna find a nice little topic. It should be maybe hyper liquid. We'll see as we dive in there. Jay's already been in there, so he's probably gonna have some good plays to talk about. Right? Same here. If Jay wants to come on next week, he'll come on for the hyper liquid discussion or anything else we're gonna have. And I'll check you guys later. Have a good weekend. Peace, YouTube.